So, here we are, hanging out in Montana again with my brother and his trusty dog. For years, my brother seems to navigate the sea of Montana public land and puts us in the sweet spot every time. Can he do it again? This year, we battled with some house chores, the inevitable work emails, a snowstorm, and making sure the kids are ready for school and life. Let's be honest, my brother's wife does this 95% of the time come hunt camp season. To be fair, they are a bit of picky eaters.
Alright, here we go. Shoot him. Alright, so it's I think it's like day 3 right now. We like deer hunted this bottom by Lewistown for a couple days. We're not that good at bow hunters, so we didn't get one. Close, but now like for 2 days we've kind of been posted up on this little lake, shooting some ducks. I got like one mallard. I used to hunt a lot of ducks when I was a kid. So yeah, we got one duck. We're kind of waiting. We got a mule deer banquet tonight, and then Lena, Mike's kid, my brother's kids, got elk tag. So yeah, stoked for that. I don't know who's more excited, Lena or her dad, or me or my dad. But yeah, we're gonna wrap up this duck hunt here. We didn't really see that many this morning. We didn't kind of wait for cold weather, but whatever. We get to hang out. It's a good place to have coffee. All right, here we are. Let's go. Growing up, we had the luxury of hunting private land. And since hunting in Montana, my dad and I have been getting a crash course on public land access and where we can and cannot hunt. It's a complicated system, but a system that offers so much land access for outdoor activities like hunting, fishing, camping, you name it. Now, conservation is not just a buzzword out here in Montana. And as we all know from the Yellowstone movie, Montana's a pretty badass place. What you probably didn't know is that over 30 million acres of land, approximately 1/3 of Montana, is public state and federal land. Now, to be fair, a lot of that land is surrounded by private land. It has no public access. But I did hear a story that you could take a helicopter in, and even the helicopter will take your game right to the locker. That's pretty awesome. Here's an article on it. Now, all this public land doesn't just happen. And for the sake of this video, I'm going to try and break down just how those lands are made available to us, the public, and how the outdoors people like us can support and enjoy these public lands. I'm definitely not a biologist. I'm just a simple man consolidating the information from the internet, mentors, and the grassroots community organizations. For in-depth articles and sources, check the link in the description. Now, let's get back to hunting.
Pepper.
I'm hot. Got him! Oh! Oh, hello, YouTube. Here we are, top of the ridge, looking for elk for my niece tomorrow. She's got like a 2-day early tag. So we're gonna try to find them here quick for her so we kind of know where they're at. Yeah. All right, so didn't find any. My brother said he saw one. I don't know. My brother's kind of the ringleader on this, so yeah, this is kind of like the bottom. This is the Missouri River, part of the CMR that we're kind of hanging out at. Yeah, there's like a breeding ground down here, like where they come to mate. But yeah, keep on looking.
My brother is somewhat of a map GIS genius, and utilizing a program like Onyx has it all at his fingertips. Now yes, it takes some getting used to, but it can provide you with the information like who owns the land, what types it's classified as, and other types of specific information on the area. Hunting licenses play a crucial role in supporting our public lands. A double-edged sword of such, as it applies pressure on the license of sales while incentivizing the maintenance of a diverse ecosystem. In my experience, there are 6 main public areas to access hunting spots. In all 6, it's pretty standard to see all the animals just across the fence, as they quickly know what side of the fence has less pressure. This is another touchy area while managing wildlife populations, since they tend to pool up in certain areas, off limits to the public.
Ready to get one?
Find orange. You want orange hat? You got a second hat? You need to put it on.
We all need orange.
You got to give her an orange vest.
Oh.
I have my hunter's ed vest.
You have it with you? Come here. Put it, leave that
My
on.
dog.
Do you know there's orange vest right in your car?
Both sides.
He'll stop.
Whoa, it's hot though. Oh damn, Roy. It'd be too hot for me to
Oh,
give
that looks like good chicken noodle soup.
Oh damn, this is real good chicken noodle soup, Lena.
I like the puffy ones, so I'd have to take them off once if I wanted to shoot. And I'm gonna have this in for my neck.
Okay, it's night 2 with my niece. We didn't see any elk today. We saw them like in this little closed area. Last night we seen them. They were coming out. So we don't know really where they're at. There's just like huge piece of land. We're still kind of looking for them. We drove around. We did shoot some ducks today in the ponds. Roy here was able to retrieve some, but it's funny because there was like 3 of them that like weren't all dead, and then he would like try to get them, and then they would just like dive under the ground.
I heard somebody shoot.
What do you got there, man? Oh yeah, we got gadwall.
See it? These ones got the brown, black and white in the wing. They're big like a mallard kind of.
Yeah, they're not a drake.
This one is not. I think. Maybe.
So yeah, we're gonna do me, my dad, and my brother. It's a niece, kind of split up. So we're kind of each like looking at an area. My niece is the only one that can hunt, but we're kind of like checking the different fingers. Maybe we could see one tonight, so we kind of know maybe where to go out in the morning. Just right, hey, right, over here, say hi. Oh yeah, this guy, the legendary dog, best dog I ever had. Okay, we're just looking.
You taking a shit there, Pops? Huh?
Taking a shit?
Yeah. Breakfast.
All right, there we go. Put it for the calendar. Okay, now your best TikTok dance.
The what?
You don't got any TikTok dance? After a slow start, Mike took us on a tour of the CMR, past the prairie dog towns that in months could be covered with its very own bison herd. And a once Blackfoot fair camp, where grad students were attempting to reintroduce them to their native habitat and diet of prairie dogs. It looks like the disease got the prairie dogs before the fair had a chance. CMR, the second largest National Wildlife Refuge in the lower 48 states, spanning 1.1 million acres. Time stands still in the CMR, preserving the echoes of the Native Americans, Lewis and Clark, the Outlaws, and the Homesteaders. Fishing, camping, elk viewing, and a myriad of hunting opportunities beckon at public access points. The Missouri was the main route of travel into Montana, and small settlements, trading posts, and military forts were established along the river. Along with the settlement came notorious gangs of outlaws, including the infamous Kid Curry, who used the rough country of the Missouri Breaks as hideouts. By the 1880s, the Union Pacific Railroad was completed, which made travel and settlement into the country easier. Homesteaders were lured by the offers of free land and reports to lush grasslands, ready to be farmed. The homestead boom lasted until 1918, when drought forced many people to leave their land. Those who remained began to understand the lack of the predictable moisture in the eastern part of the state, and limited to dry land farming. This, in combination with the Great Depression, caused a mass exodus from Montana, in which half the Montana farmers lost their farms between 1921 and 1925. In 1936, President Franklin D. Roosevelt established the Fort Peck Game Range, with the primary purpose to maintain a balanced wildlife population. Although grazing by domestic livestock was permitted. It was renamed in 1963 after Montana artist Charles M. Russell, a famous painter of the American West. In 1976, the range was made a refuge, which legally changed the way the area was managed. Today, it faces many questions in regards to hunting and community access. Why do you allow hunting in the reservation? And why don't you fix up that road down there? You have all the good grass. All while Elena gave us a whole different type of education, in the likes of Ice Spice, 360 no-scoping, and what the hell is Zen is.
You only had 2 shells in it.
What was the most surprising thing about hunt camp so far? Just like what you thought hunt camp was?
Yeah, but I thought I would shower.
You thought you'd shower?
Yeah. I also didn't think there would be service either. I was prepared to
Get it out. Get it ready.
but guns
You're getting more advanced. Eventually, we stop catering to you. So get your gun out. Get the
I don't know what gun it is.
Yeah, exactly.
Usually you carry.
You take a picture, grab the shoot them birds.
Today's official first day of rifle season. It was youth season the first 2 days. I've seen 1 or 2 other bull elk, but we only have cow tags. Just kind of covering a bigger area. We don't really have a lead on where they're at right now. Yeah, Lena's got a softball game tomorrow, so we had to drop her off. We got some work to do at the house. But we're trying to a little bit avoid the house, because that's where responsibilities. We like to stay on the hunt camp, and this is called hunt camp for a reason. So probably take the camper back, refuel, get some groceries, head back out, and then I have a deer tag for my bow and arrow or my rifle. Oh, I won a rifle at the banquet the other day. My brother shot one here the last couple of years, so feeling pretty good. BLM, the Bureau of Land Management, Montana and Dakotas, guardians of 8.3 million acres of federal lands and 47.2 million acres of federal mineral estate. The BLM's mission resonates with sustaining the health, diversity, and productivity of public lands managed for various uses, from energy development to recreation. They stand as vital spaces, supporting traditional land uses, including hunting and fishing. The BLM was established in 1946, but its roots go back to the years after America's independence, when the young nation began acquiring additional lands. At first, these lands were used to encourage homesteading and westward migration. The General Land Office was created in 1812 to support this national goal. Over time, values and attitudes regarding public lands shifted, and Congress merged the General Land Office and the U.S. Grazing Service and other agencies in creating the BLM. Unless specifically prohibited, public lands managed by the BLM are open to hunting. Always check with your BLM office in the region you plan to visit to inquire about closures, restrictions, and safety tips. The cold front was coming. It's about this time we realized the sprinklers at my brother's house weren't blown out yet. So I was back to town to finish up our tree trimming project and the sprinkler system.
Wash dishes. Been easy for me to ask that guy to give me a ride too. It was like,
I thought you did. Look at our pissed at him the whole time. Like, you fucking guys, and he'll give us a ride.
yeah. Well, it was my fault for not asking him, you know.
It's like day 6. We haven't really got anything yet. We haven't found the elk. Kind of been on the private. The weather changed. It's gonna be like -2. So came back, did a couple chores around the house, my brother's house, and now I'm like down these little bottoms. I'll show you down. This is like just outside the town where my brother lives. I got a doe tag for my bow. So I'm gonna see if I can't chase a doe around out here. It's like just right on the outside of town. It's kind of cool. So I got some shit on my nose. Oh, that's some chili. Yeah, that's what it is. I got some chili on my nose. Just made some chili. All right, I'm gonna not film this and shoot a doe. So later.
If you stop, they'll stay there. Somebody's been bumped before. Anyone else?
Hey! You a cow? You a cow hunter? All right.
Yeah, I just pull on the road. You can hop in with me, and then we'll go check it.
Yeah, there's gonna be 2 spots, one on the left or one on the right.
Yeah.
I don't know if anybody else is up here. We'll see.
Just stop before it.
Okay.
All right.
Oh, piece of cake.
Right, man.
just waiting.
Classic Roy.
Put your hand up faster. Look at it.
Yeah.
Oh, you got thing on close. I burned my mouth.
All set up at camp, we were officially hunting. In Montana, almost 3 million acres of public land remains elusive, surrounded by private parcels. Unlike other states where private outfitters outbid hunting rights, Montana's community and grassroots efforts strive to incentivize private landowners to keep their lands within the BLM program. Started in the mid-1980s, Black Management is a collaborative venture between landowners and the FWP, enhancing hunter and wildlife management. Private lands open their arms to the public, offering nature and recreation, with property rules set in collaboration with Montana Fish, Wildlife, and Parks. Every year, a portion of proceeds from license sales are devoted to funding the BMA program. Landowners are also paid by the program based on the size and quantity of the land. There's Type 1 and Type 2 BMA. Go Hunt provides a great example of how you can utilize these public lands while scouting for your next trip. Just remember to thank your farmers, because there will come a day when somebody will offer them a whole lot more money to use their land. All set up, we're officially at hunt camp.
You're on the board.
2 of them.
That night, we filled a couple doe tags and set off for town to see what the word on the street was.
You got it.
couple mornings into it, a farmer participating in the BMA program told us of a bunch of elk that are eating all of his hay bales. I'd say it was a bit like winning the lottery, but as any hunter knows, luck happens to those that stick it out.
If you buck down, you hit him.
Okay, give me another one.
That one's standing there, the right of the bale again at you.
I don't know where it came from yet. Hold on. Okay. We're trying to get this.
We got one. We got two.
Hell yeah, man. The other one.
Oh man.
Warm.
Oh, we're eating good elk season. Man, what are we gonna hunt now?
Oh, mountain horse.
All right, Pops. We did it again, man.
It don't matter, Mike. You can go ahead.
I was it before, but once you get down the bottom, then I might have to rearrange it and kill him.
Go get a bird.
All right, ain't taking you with me?
No, Roy, not yet. You scare him up, Roy.
The following day, to pressure off, we hit up a few creek bottoms and bagged us a few grouse and pheasants.
See.
Come on, boy. Good boy. Bring it in. What do you got?
All right.
What
Drop
do you...
him. You got him, man. Pretty proud of that one. That's a big one. That's a big dog right there. Look at that one.
Oh, that would freaking.
Big Mama
Let me see
spur.
it. Let me see the video of that thing. Oh man, that
Roy's
will
worst nightmare right there.
That's
that
Spike.
will freaking
That last Spike.
kick Roy's ass. Roy, what do you think about that, huh?
If we want to drive up there.
See him? I saw him earlier, but back here. Yeah, but they're kind of like down, kind of looking our way. That's a hard fucking shot. Hi. I got it. Oh, wow, we had a good year this year.
Full meat.
Oh, man. All right.
Uncamp 23.
We got 2 deer, 2 elk, mule deer, dozen birds, mule deer. Where's mule deer? Oh, yeah, it's
Ducks, rabbits.
All right. Thank you, animals.
All right, man, got that shit done again. Woo! Got all them deer. All them elk.
Oh, shit. God, see if we can get the camper home.
Oh, you scared about getting camera?
Man, he'll be fun.
Oh, yeah, it's slippery right now, too.
You honking a horse? Are you honking a horn?
Yeah, blew that chain off this side.
It's that buffalo head, isn't it?
And buffalo head.
Oh yeah, tasty little guys.
Pretty.
Oh,
Oh, look at that, man. We should have got that one out. That's a good one.
Wow, there's 3 big ones in there, ain't there?
Oh man.
okay, so I didn't hit on all the public land spots yet. So here we go. First up, the APR.
Some would say this is the second Yellowstone. American Prairie represents a unique effort to assemble a multi-million acre nature reserve that conserves the species-rich grasslands of Montana's legendary Great Plains for the enjoyment of future generations. They started their land assembly in 2004. The focus, purchase and permanently holding title to private lands, weaving mosaic with existing public lands for thoughtful, collaborative management with state and federal agencies. Initiatives like camera traps on ranchers' land and for-profit beef company named Wild Sky added layers to this dynamic conservation effort. A hybrid of such, blending public lands, BMA, private resources, and pragmatic approach to securing and restoring wildlife.
The overall goal was about 5,000 square miles, 3.2 million acres of intact grasslands. Comparable to the size of the state of Connecticut, and also comparable to Glacier and Yellowstone National Parks combined.
That's big.
It is big.
Now, you were talking about comparing this to the size of national parks. Why not just have Congress designate this as a national grassland park?
Yeah, that's a good question. As a nation, we are not setting aside big tracts of land anymore for national parks. And we believe that a private entity, a nonprofit entity, owning a chunk of land, working with the other public agency landowners in the region is the right way to create this park in the 21st century.
Bison are what we call an ecosystem engineer. It means they basically build habitat for other species. There's hundreds of species that rely on the work that bison do as an ecological actor for their own survival.
Now, the APR has its fair share of haters, explored more in detail in this 60 Minutes episode. Montana's treasure trove of public land boasts 5.5 million acres of state schools trust land, managed by the DNRC, with revenue from these lands supporting Montana schools. Legally accessible state lands available for hunting without permission are identified through BLM and Forest Service maps. Lastly, within Montana's national forest sprawls nearly 16 million acres, inviting hunters to explore legally accessible via roads, waterways, or adjacent state or federal lands.
So, this is the part of the movie where if you like what you saw, you share it with your friend. Or better yet, call up the neighbor kid and go for an adventure. Take care and stay wild.
Hey, I party up here, yeah, for sure.
I got that sausage out.
Yeah.
I put one in the freezer. I got the other one out. We haven't ate it yet. We need to eat that sausage.
It's a little smoky, but
Yeah, we just.
man, there's a lot of on here.
Howdy. Do the ball shake.
Bobtail?
Hey Mike, should we put this up here while you're at it? Hey Mike, can put your freezer paper over here. Yeah, I got one miner out there. We got a little bucket and a couple of down right there. Alright.
You stand on that thing, set it up, pull it out a little bit.
This? Where you going?
Open that gap.
Like right here? I got your balance.
What do you eat with stew, like cornbread?
Tractors on project.